Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. If you're a crew here, I appreciate your subscribe. Do remember, sharing is daring your friends to wake up out of the matrix. So share this content with someone you want to see on the other side. Now, you know I love it when you hit the like button. Do it for the algo. That way I'll grow. Now let's watch these clips. Dang, that's that evil Morty technology right there. Elon Musk was like, you want to see an iPhone? Hold my beer.
Cybertrucks are rusting after only 2 days, and that's not even the worst problem with them yet. Yeah,
Wow.
You know that fancy stainless steel exoskeleton? It can resist bullets, but apparently can't resist fingerprints.
Oh,
the owner's manual even says you've got to clean off bird poop, tree sap, dirt, etc. immediately, or it will discolor the metal. In fact, even water drops will leave mineral deposits that will corrode, so this is a $120,000 truck that you not only have to wash every day, you need to dry it off immediately too. And Tesla is straight up saying you should expect the panels to weather and age, which is coded language for the body is gonna look like crap in short order. But don't worry about taking the Cybertruck out of your garage, because the fancy aerodynamic hubcaps are destroying their own tires.
No.
Apparently the little plastic fingers go up and over the sidewalls and are chewing the hell out of the rubber. So this six-figure truck comes with factory curb rash generators, and these tires cost $500 each to replace. Tesla is telling owners to remove the wheel covers until they redesign them, which will decrease the range by 5 to 10%. And if you're thinking you can live with that, no you can't! Because even though the Cybertruck claims to have a 320-mile range, customers are saying they're only getting 250 miles on average, and 10% off of that drops you to 225. Oh, and did I mention that every edge is razor sharp and this thing just can't wait to lop off someone's digits? But I haven't even gotten to the worst part yet. Because that 7,000-pound beast with no crumple zones and bulletproof katanas for body panels, this is who is piloting them. Jesus, take the wheel. Rectangle.
Dang, man. I was looking forward to getting a DeLorean SUV with one of these YouTube checks. Well, scrap that idea.
You win some, you lose some.
This kind of clip wouldn't be complete unless we show this next. I'm sure by now one of y'all is saying,
What does it all mean?
I did not know was that he owns all of Martin Luther King Jr.'s speeches.
yeah, why would Steven Spielberg, the acclaimed Jewish director, need to own all of Martin Luther King's speeches? I thought it was for the world, because he had a dream. Turns out it was a nightmare.
Someone asked, does cold exist? The answer is no.
Neil,
Shut the fuck up. Like, yes.
Neil deGrasse Tyson's of the world. He is a very public figure. He is considered mainstream scientific community. A lot of people respect and listen to what he says.
I don't think he should be respected because I don't think he's acting in the best interest of science. I think he's broken his oath of science, and that, you know, frankly, if there were a tribunal of could you take away somebody's PhD, Neil deGrasse Tyson's PhD should be removed.
Thank you.
I told you I'm not hating on this guy.
When's the last time he's been invited to give a science talk? When's the last experiment he's published? Never. He hasn't.
He's never published an experiment. Get the fuck out. I don't even think you're lying.
Does anybody listen to him? Don't ask me.
I know why we listen to him. Your racism kicks in and you're like, Well, niggers can be scientists too. They can, not this asshole.
Y'all, my homie just told me he thinks the reason Batman don't cover his whole face is so the police know that he's white, and I can't stop thinking about it.
See, that's what I'm saying. Your racism kicks in. Now that don't even make no fucking sense. Spider-Man wear a mask.
There he is, officers! Shoot him now! Shoot him!
Sweat these says that. And the sweat these says that. My jelly keys. Peace. Yeah.
Scaring the producer. Nigga, you scaring the audience. Why the lights off? I've long said rappers have their demons write their raps for them.
Why is the NYPD in 14 different countries across the world? What are they doing over there? Why is the NYPD a city police department all across the world? Like, as a taxpayer, I would love to know that.
Well, I guess we know where Brooklyn's at. Apparently everywhere.
And that's the double truth, Ruth.
Look at these two. Did he just slap? He damn sure did. That's why they look like they saying, "Hey Ralph, what's good? Ali, any humans? Not yet. They out here though. Aight, Brody, don't hurt them."
My lawyer just called and asked if I was ready for court tomorrow. So hell yeah, I ain't going. See, I've been spending the last 6 months booby trapping my entire 500 acres. I got snake pits, rolling logs, bear traps. I got some straight up Indiana Jones shit. I got a fucking boulder that'll fall down when you open my front door. I got about 120 coyotes that I trained to bite anything with their crew cut and a fucking badge. Flew an old Vietnamese man out here and he helped me dig about 12 miles worth of underground tunnels. I have 450 cameras I've rigged to solar panels all around this motherfucker. I got a Bengal tiger locked in my bathroom who fucking kill for a pork chop right now. You know, it's surprisingly easy to teach a raccoon how to loosen lug nuts and cut brake lines. I'd rather live the rest of my life in the woods living off fucking wild ginseng creek water than go to fucking jail one more time. I ain't even try to bring no helicopters down here neither, like I ain't got a whole fucking coop full of pigeons with C4 tied around their feet. Got a bunch of PVC pipe filled with gunpowder and ball bearings and a baboon who is deadly accurate with a nail gun.
That's my kind of white folk. You know who he don't like? Trespassers.
Underground city in America.
Wow. So it's trucks and electricity down there. What I wonder is, did America dig that out? Or was it already like that and they just took over?
I'll just see a circle and automatically assume it's a globe.
I mean...
You don't know me. You don't know me!
Not always.
Now this is the light that's in my living room. If I just took a picture of this, you would assume that it was a globe. But if you get a different angle, you'll see it is not a globe. Now, while y'all are looking through your telescopes, are you able to get those other angles? Only able to observe it from one direction, meaning your observation could be inaccurate. For example, you see the tunnel entrance right here. We know that it looks like this, but the further away you get from it, will start looking circular. Is that the reality, or is the reality that it actually looks like that?
And that's the thing about pretty girls. They be secretly smart. You think she a ditz until she out-logic you. And then you be like, you know what, baby? You damn sure is right. What is I'm even doing?
Marvel thought that movie was going to be like really, really well reviewed.
Why? Oh, wait. Because they thought that everybody wanted to see.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. And they also put it in some fancy movie festivals. And they sent us on a big like global tour promoting the movie. And so we had to like sort of travel the world while they thought we'd be going on a wave of raves, you know, and it wasn't true. It just sort of was, the reviews were really bad.
And you were aware of it while you were on tour?
Yeah, I was too aware of it. I was reading every review. I was checking too much because this thing had become too much in my head. Now I'm like, okay, this is going to be the coming out party. I worked so hard for this.
Coming out party. Interesting choice of words.
Anyway, it was really, really hard. And that's when I was like, hey, this is unfair to me. It's unfair to Emily. I can't approach my work this way anymore. Some Gotta change. And so very intentionally, I did start counseling. I still talk to my therapist about that I do have trauma from it. And I think that there was some weird soup in the atmosphere for why that movie got slammed so much.
Just an interesting choice of words this guy is using. Very strategic.
So being homeless is illegal. Feeding and clothing the homeless is illegal. The rent is astronomically high. Mortgage rates are astronomically high. People can't afford to buy a home. We got to pay student loans back or they're going to garnish your check, your wages, leading you to be homeless. It's illegal to have roommates. And there are states where it's illegal to have roommates unless they're your family.
It sounds like get married, bitch. You want to be an independent woman so much. This is what men have had to deal with since Adam and Eve bit the apple. That hasn't changed. Use your independent woman powers, bitch. And stop fucking complaining.
They don't pay you enough on the job to keep up with a livable wage. Childcare is basically like paying a second mortgage if you have multiple children, or even one. And if you're homeless, you get jailed. Or you're eliminated, because I'm not going to forget what happened in San Francisco where they rounded up all them homeless people and we ain't heard from them since. They have millions of illegal immigrants crossing the border, getting bussed out to all the states on our dime. They're giving them housing, food, clothes, money.
You've got more of a chance than anybody else. I mean, why you got a dry purse? If you got to wait. See, she had to think about it. But her dignity and all of that, so either...
Then I choose you.
Hey, bitch, come here.
Or shut the fuck up.
We in trouble.
We not in trouble. You independent women are in trouble. Men are fine. Maybe that's why that Bible verse says, and on that day, 7 women will take hold of one man and say, the New Testament fixed that. Well, obviously it didn't, because these hoes is out here complaining. That's what I'm saying. Men, we're not in trouble. We'll take up arms, we'll fight, we'll protect what's ours. That's why these farmers won.
When you're willing to pay the price for freedom, then you'll get it.
If you were in a relationship, should you really have a backup plan? There is new research that shows half of all women have a guy on the back burner just in case things go wrong in their current relationship. Physician and national mindful living expert Dr. Romy Mushtaq is here to talk more about that. Dr. Romy, seriously?
Good morning, Tom. I know, and I
come on. This sounds positively guy, doesn't it? And I have to sit here and defend all of us women.
No. This is the latest psychology research. I was just as shocked reading this data. More than half of women who are happily married women are doing this, have a backup plan. And what is a backup plan? It means you have someone on the back burner.
So a specific person they've identified.
And in most cases, it was either an ex-boyfriend or an old friend who never made it to the dating category.
Whoa.
Get out of town.
Unfortunately.
He like, what is my wife doing? He worried. I shouldn't laugh at this dude. Oh, me? Why am I not worried? Because a good woman is a favor from your Lord. It's in one of those verses. Leave it in the comments if you know what it is.
And the problem is social media has just made it too easy to have such a type of behavior.
Right, so you're here to say, though,
yes,
watch out, because this is anything but good.
It is, I agree.
I remember way back when the mega powers were bonded. Yeah, you made a lot of promises to the macho man, didn't you? Promises that you didn't keep.
Whoa. Gotta be careful.
I just read an article about the Disney company buying the rights to the Bible.
Why?
The original intent of the $7.2 billion purchase was to produce this Bible series. However, the story began to thicken when they purchased the rights to the NIV as well as the RSV. You'll never guess what happened next. Matthew 17:21 was completely deleted from both versions. Look, but this kind of demon does not go out except by prayer and fasting. It's not there. It literally skips from 20 to 22 in both versions. This is exactly why it's vitally important to study the word and know it for yourself. If they take it away, you need to know what it says.
I'm not a Christian. I'm scared, nigga. That's what the fuck I am.
This is a photo of a young Barack Obama, or Barry Soetoro at the time, with his grandfather Stanley Dunham. Durham was a CIA agent secretly assigned to Hawaii to spy on Frank Marshall Davis. Do you think his grandfather being on the CIA was the reason he was allowed in office?
Yes. I also think it's the reason he didn't do what a lot of people think he didn't do.
Why did he stop using the name Barry Soetoro?
We're a force of nature when we come together. That's why I'm supporting MasterCard on their mission to restore forests around the globe. Join me.
I just think that's strange that they're projecting the sun from the ground. If you'll lie about one thing, you'll lie about everything. So where's the lie in this thing? It's somewhere.
A large number of the jokes in most of our popular magazines where they print cartoons have to do with father as a clown, whereas mom has to handle the real problems of the family, is therefore the realist in the picture. Dad is a clown. Why? Because he goes away to a mysterious place called the office or the factory, in which the family as such have no part and no real interest. He brings back a thing called money, and they want more of it, see, back at home. They don't care how you get it, just so long as you bring it back, because they're not interested in what you as a man do. And when you come back from the various rat races in which you are engaged making money, you are supposed to be a good pal to the children. Play with them, look after your wife, and appreciate what she's done all during the day. But they have no interest in what you do. They couldn't care less. And furthermore, you as a father, you as a mother, are expected to live for your children. Americans have an enormous sense of guilt because they have not done right by their children. And they're trying more and more to do right by their children. The difficulty is that the family as an institution is not surviving in industrial culture. It is an institution designed for an agrarian culture. It's fascinating to notice today the transition from agrarian to industrial culture in a country like Japan, where it's been extremely rapid. Let's take the craft of carpentry in Japan. The Japanese have been some of the best carpenters in the world. Absolutely marvelous. Knowing how to make the most complex joinery constructions without even using a blueprint. Doing it by feel and by eye. In order to train a person to do this kind of carpentry, he has to begin to learn when he's 7 years old. But as it is now, because Japan has transferred to being an industrial culture, you may not bring up your child in your profession as a carpenter. You have to send the child to school where it can learn to be an insurance salesman. The child gets through school, goes through high school. When the child gets out, it's not interested in carpentry, it's interested in girls. Has to fool around with that for a while and then get married and then begin to learn the carpenter's trade, and it's too late to be anything but somebody who follows a blueprint. Therefore, this marvelous craft, which the Japanese cultivated for centuries, is being lost. For what?
A woman who is broke and never been to college, but is fine as hell, can cook, has good nurturing skills, good in bed, will always get the better man than the woman who makes hella bread, is hella accomplished, but she is totally out of touch with her womanly side and role.
Facts, and we're seeing it.
Take me to Japan and them. I want to go and see Tamagotchi. I'm trying to figure out, like, why the fuck the American restaurants be so boring? Like, for real, though, y'all got to get on y'all shit. Niggas is tired of eating seafood boils. Don't nobody want to hear about your weak-ass steak plate. And if you cook one more motherfucking chicken wing, bitch, I swear to God. Try something different, motherfucker. I swear to God, I spend all my money in this bitch every day. I'm telling you now, get the fuck up out of here. Glow-in-the-dark popcorn necklace thing. Come on now. It take money to make money. I can't let it get away from... I need that motherfucker right there. Bitch. Man, I'm grown as hell. Come on with it. Come on with it. Give it to me, bitch. I'm about to go to Japan. Fuck y'all niggas now. I'm about to be the Japan man. Be the man in Japan. And
he damn sure right. Why is it so boring in the United States? Hashtag passport brothers. Look at that dog in the front. That dog in the back. What? Them dogs is like, nah, nigga. You go get that shit.
Sun going down over there. Am I correct about that? Now look at this. Directly behind me. What is that? I'm not a flat earther by any means, but that and that can't both be the sun. So what the hell is happening? There's nothing moving behind those clouds.
That's what I was saying in this other clip. Why are you projecting the sun from the ground? What is with all this predictive programming stuff? For one, that better be CGI. And if it's not, you gotta admit, Asians are just built different, man. This little bitch riding on the whale that ate Jonah. That's exclusive, but it just looks like an ancient technology to me. When people say, oh, how did they do this? It must have been aliens. No, nigga.
All right, watch this. I tell you why I hadn't come in. You ain't giving the blessing nothing to work with.
What?
You ain't giving the blessing nothing to multiply.
What?
You sitting up here talking about, oh, Lord, I need $100,000. Hey, by next week, I felt 50,000, right? Yeah, that go 30. I shot top 20. That ain't how it happened. That's not how it's happened. You're not giving the blessing anything to multiply. You're just gonna take the involvement of money so it can be multiplied. It's not gonna happen. It's not. Listen, I hate to disappoint you, but listen, folks, everything else is a fantasy. It's not falling out of heaven. God's not raining money out of heaven. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna have to get involved with your money.
What?
You're gonna have to get involved with your money. We run around the front and we do all kinds of little ballet stuff. Woo! Praise you, Lord. Woo! Woo! And then I say you gotta get some money. Instead of feeling like, well, bless God, I tell you what, every time I look around, they talking about money. Well, as soon as you get some, we don't have to talk about it no more. Somebody said, oh, I didn't come here because I want to hear about money. I came here because I need some peace. Well, honey, you need some money or you ain't gonna never know no peace. So tonight, I want to talk to you about the relationship between money and peace. Because I've heard people say, it's not about money, it's about peace, and it's about joy, and it's about love. It's about money. I'm already wealthy. I'm loaded. I got more than enough. I'm a blessed man. I didn't come here to get something from you. I didn't ride here on Delta. I rode here on my own airplane. You understand what I'm saying?
I be out walk on this money. Woo! 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 Get some anointing. You put something up here. Woo! Put this anointing on it.
All right, this says, you cannot anoint money. 2 Peter 22. Many will follow their sensuality, and because of them, the way of the truth will be maligned. And in their greed, they will exploit you with false words. Their judgment from long ago is not idle, and their destruction is not asleep. I'm not a Christian. You know what is the worst part about Christianity? Christians, their interpretation, and let's be real, the Bible is all interpretation, but their interpretation is better than yours, no matter who you are. But if you have some status over them in their minds, now you're anointed. And from what I remember in Sunday school, that was the problem with people following Jesus. It's like, you're not no prophet. You're not even wearing shoes. If you was a prophet, you would look like all these dudes that we already have that's blinging and making it rain. So I'm listening to what they're saying. I'm saying, well, if that's this, then doesn't this mean this? And you know what they said to me, right?
Shut the fuck up. Like, yes.
Christians are a lot like LeBron James fans. They'll attack you if you don't agree with them. Don't believe me?
That's it. No more. We're not doing this no more. Dude, y'all done got out of hand. Y'all be forgetting that y'all don't even know them people. And they be like, man, I don't care what you say. Probably the only reason you think that LeBron better than Michael because you ain't never met your daddy. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Now this is ill. These people thought it was a fog. Somebody lit a cigarette and it was really noxious gas. Ain't that insane? And you talking about anointing some money. Nigga, it's flammable fog outside, my dude.
Only in New York City Transit.
Yo. Yo.
In some regards, they do have a point about homeless people. In some, it's not the homeless person's fault, but I mean, I guess after a while being homeless, you gotta have friends somewhere.
What if I told you that the lost city of Atlantis, who was thought to be drowned in the sea, was actually in the driest place on Earth?
If you told me that, I would believe that. But also, if you told everybody else that, they might have a problem with it, because how dare you say this place that had all this technological wisdom and knowledge was in the place where niggers are from? What does that say about me and the way I perceive myself? I can't believe that Atlantis is in Africa, just like I can't believe the place where the pyramids are is anywhere where there would be somebody black from. I can't believe that. It hurts my delicate sensibilities. And that's the thing about the magic glasses.
There's rules that go with them. You can never take them off. You never see things as they're supposed to be. You see things as they are. And you can never force nobody else to wear them. So.
Put those damn teeth away. Oh. You are so ugly. Ooh.
What the fuck is a grown man doing with a coyote as a pet? I'll tell you what that shit started.
Oh, hey, little coyote. Ow. Come here. Can we be friends? Can we? Ouch. Come here. Let me pet you. Ouch. Ow. Ow. Come here. Let me be friends. Come here, little coyote. Let me pet you. Let me pet you. Ouch. Let me pet you, little coyote. Let me pet you, coyote. Hey. Let me pet you. Ouch.
Shout out to the white people in my audience who's like, I got an uncle like that and we don't fuck with his bitch ass. Shout out to y'all, man. Some stuff is too much savagery, man. It's too cavemanic. What is it, the kennel? You can go buy, man, you don't, come on. You are not alone. You don't have to do that. It's kennels here for you. You can just go buy Though you think you're smart, my nig, you really aren't. Any woman that's dating a guy like this, once you break up with him, the whole world is like,
I'm proud of you, you know that. I hope you do.
We're using augmented reality as a storytelling device. So with your phone shined on it, you're able to bring it to life just like that.
Oh, that explains this. All of this stuff is just a goddamn advertisement for the next thing they're gonna sell you. Your real dog is watching you load your gun as the skinwalker tries frantically to convince you the other dog is the imposter. I can't really blame this lady because the dude in the last clip went into the forest to find a goddamn coyote. I think the dog is more like, how do I get out of this crazy house? This thing crazy? I been knew this bitch was crazy. She found me outside. No, I know for the people in the comments, this is a very expensive breed and you can't just find it at whatever, Captain Nerd a lot. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for tuning in. You want me to do longer videos? Join the channel. When I put them up there, we'll do it again. So come by again, all right?